Hey guys, Ricardo here and welcome to another Blog Tech Tips. So guys, today I'm having another issue and I'll be showing you how to fix the problem as you're gonna see here. So as you can see, this is the error and it involves the micro SD card. And as you're seeing over here guys, this is the error. And let me just focus. And the error says unsupported SD card. This device does not support this SD card. Tap to setup, right? And of course it gives you the option to clear all. And of course block notifications is faded out. Now the thing is, the SD card that's in this device, it was actually working. All I did was to basically remove the SIM card, and because the both trays are in the same place on the Galaxy S8, it seems that the error just simply popped up as you're seeing here right now. So just follow these tips to actually fix this issue if you're actually having this issue on your device. Also guys, if you go to the SD card itself, so if I go into the file explorer that I have here, as you're seeing, if I go down to SD card, it shows that no SD card is inserted. Alright, now the first thing I wanted to try guys is to of course clear the error. So you can actually try to swipe in order to clear the error. There of course it clears, but it might just come back. And of course I'll go back in here and just check. Of course it's still saying that. And of course the next thing you should actually try is to actually remove the SD card, make sure it's sitting flush, and actually reinsert it in case that the SD card was not inserted properly. Alright guys, so I've removed the SD card, and what I've realized is that mine was not sitting flush, so I've basically adjusted my SD card, which is the SanDisk that you're seeing here. And what I'm going to do is now is to actually place the SD card back into the device to make sure that it's sitting flush and working properly. When that's finished guys, let's go ahead again and actually go back to files and make sure that the SD card is being detected once it's reinserted. If that doesn't work guys, next reboot the phone and allow the phone to boot up again. Maybe because this SD card was just reinserted, the system needs to be refreshed. So let's go ahead and do a soft reboot by pressing down on the power button and restarting. If all else fails guys, as in my case, what I had to do to fix my issue with the error that I've shown is to actually power down the phone. I actually had to remove the SD card. Then what I did was to clean off the metal terminal at the back of the SD card. I placed it back into the device. So for example, if I were to show you here. Alright, so if I were to show you guys here what I did, I actually had to get the SD card and turn around this section here. I had to rub off or wipe off the contacts here, and then I had to carefully place it back into its cradle while the phone was off. And while it was inside of its cradle, I basically placed it back into the device, make sure it was flush. And once I did all of that guys, what would happen is that once I placed it back in, I powered up the phone. And of course, once you power up the phone, you can always come back in here. Just simply tap, go into my files, and of course if the SD card is working, instead of saying not inserted, you'll see the storage capacity, and you can actually go ahead and open up the SD card as shown here. So as you can see there guys, the problem is now fixed. Just make sure that the SD card is properly seated in its cradle and making full contact. Also, if all else fail, you can actually try a new SD card and then return to the old SD card. Maybe there's a fault with the SD card itself. Alright, so these have been some quick tips basically how to fix the problem as seen here with your SD card not being detected and giving the error. Alright guys, Ricardo from Blog Tech Tips saying bye until next time guys. Bye.